You're walking from the living room to the kitchen, a journey you've made thousands of times before. You're not rushing, you're not distracted, but for a split second, the world seems to tilt. Your foot doesn't land quite where you expected it to, and you feel a sudden, heart-stopping lurch. Your hand instinctively shoots out to brace against the wall. Your heart hammers against your ribs, and you stand there for a moment, catching your breath. Nothing happened. You didn't fall. But in that brief, terrifying moment, a seed of fear is planted. It's a fear that can begin to change the way you move through the world, making you a little more hesitant, a little more cautious, turning your own home into a landscape of potential hazards. This experience of a near miss is a quiet signal, a wake-up call from our body. For millions of seniors, this growing sense of unsteadiness is accepted as an unfortunate, but inevitable part of the aging process. We are told that our balance just isn't what it used to be, and we should simply be more careful. But what if that's not the whole truth? What if balance is not a fixed state that simply fades with time, but a dynamic, trainable skill? What if the fear of falling didn't have to dictate your life? Imagine having the confidence to walk across a grassy lawn, to step off a curb without hesitation, to play with your grandchildren in the backyard, all without that nagging, underlying fear of a sudden stumble. The groundbreaking truth, supported by a wealth of scientific and medical research, is that you can dramatically improve your balance, and you can do it faster than you ever thought possible. The key is not a new medication or a complicated piece of gym equipment. It is a simple, gentle, 10-minute routine that you can do every single day in the comfort and safety of your own home. This routine is designed to reawaken the communication pathways between your body and your brain, to strengthen the precise muscles that keep you stable, and to give you back the priceless gift of confidence in your own 2 feet. Today, we are going to embark on a comprehensive journey to rebuild your balance from the ground up. We will not just show you what to do. We will explain the fascinating science of why it works, demystifying the incredible systems within your body that are responsible for keeping you upright. We will guide you, step by step, through the entire 10-minute routine, offering modifications and progressions so you can start at a level that feels safe and effective for you. We will then go beyond the routine, exploring simple ways to build foundational strength in your ankles and core, and we will walk through a crucial safety audit of your home to remove the hidden hazards that can lead to a fall. This is not about living in fear. It is about taking proactive, empowered control of your health, your safety, and your independence. The journey to a steadier, more confident you doesn't start someday. It starts right now. Before we learn the specific exercises, it is crucial to understand what balance actually is. It's not a single thing, but a complex and beautiful symphony performed by your body and brain every second of the day. Think of your stability as a sturdy, 3-legged stool. For the stool to be solid, all 3 legs must be strong. If any one of them becomes weak or wobbly, the entire stool becomes unstable. Your body's balance system works in exactly the same way, relying on 3 primary pillars of information that are constantly feeding data to your brain. The first pillar, or the first leg of our stool, is your vision. Your eyes are constantly scanning your environment, telling your brain where you are in relation to the objects around you, whether the floor is level, and if there are any obstacles in your path. This visual information is a huge component of your sense of stability. You've experienced this yourself if you've ever tried to stand on one foot and then closed your eyes. The task becomes instantly and dramatically harder. This is because you've removed one of the 3 crucial legs of the stool. As we age, changes in our vision, the need for multifocal glasses, or even just walking in a poorly lit room can compromise this pillar, making it more challenging for our brain to get the clear visual data it needs. The second pillar of balance is your vestibular system, located deep within your inner ear. Think of this system as your body's own personal gyroscope or spirit level. It's a complex labyrinth of fluid-filled canals and tiny, gravity-sensing crystals. Every time you tilt your head, turn, or move forward or backward, the fluid in these canals shifts, sending precise signals to your brain about your head's position and motion in space. This system is what allows you to know which way is up, even with your eyes closed. Conditions like vertigo or inner ear infections can disrupt this gyroscope, causing severe dizziness and a profound loss of balance. Now we come to the third, and for our purposes today, the most important pillar of our stool. It is a sense you may have never even heard of, but one you use every millisecond of your life. It's called proprioception. In simple terms, proprioception is your body's sense of its own position in space, without having to look. Close your eyes and touch your finger to your nose. The reason you can do that is proprioception. Your muscles, tendons, and joints are filled with millions of tiny nerve endings, or sensors, that are constantly sending a stream of information to your brain, telling it the exact angle of your knee, the degree of flex in your ankle, and the pressure on the bottom of your foot. Your feet and ankles, in particular, are proprioceptive marvels. They are packed with these sensors, making them incredibly intelligent. When you are standing, these sensors are constantly detecting tiny sways and shifts in your body weight, relaying this information to the brain at lightning speed. The brain then instantly sends signals back to the tiny muscles in your feet and ankles, telling them to contract or relax to keep you centered. As we age, and especially if we become more sedentary, this proprioceptive system can become a bit sleepy. The signals can become slower and less clear. It's like having a bad phone connection between your feet and your brain. When you stumble, a brain with a clear, fast connection can make an instant correction. A brain with a slower, fuzzy connection might get the message too late, and a stumble can turn into a fall. The 10-minute routine we are about to learn is specifically designed to wake up this system, to sharpen that connection, and to make your feet and ankles intelligent and responsive once again. It is a workout not just for your muscles, but for your nervous system. Now let's get ready to practice. Before we begin any of the exercises, the most important word is safety. Your goal is to challenge your balance, but never to lose it. It is absolutely essential that you perform this routine next to a sturdy support. This could be the back of a solid, non-rolling chair, a kitchen countertop, or a clear wall that you can place your hand on. Start slowly. Listen to your body. It is far better to do an exercise with support and good form than to try to do it without support and feel wobbly or unsafe. You are not in a competition. You are in a process of retraining your body, and that requires patience and wisdom. Make sure you are wearing supportive, comfortable shoes, not socks or loose slippers. And with that, let's begin our 10-minute journey to better balance. We will start with a very gentle 1-minute warm-up to prepare your body. We need to wake up the joints and get the blood flowing to the muscles and nerves we are about to use. Let's begin by standing tall, holding on to your support. Lift your right foot just an inch off the floor and slowly begin to make circles with your ankle. Do 5 slow circles in one direction, and then 5 slow circles in the other. This lubricates the ankle joint and starts to activate those proprioceptive nerves. Now switch to the left foot and do the same. 5 slow circles in each direction. Next, we will do some gentle marching in place for about 30 seconds. Lift your knees to a comfortable height, maintaining a steady rhythm. This gets your heart rate up slightly and brings warmth and awareness to your larger leg muscles. You should now feel a little more connected and ready to begin the core of our routine. Our first exercise for 2 minutes is the heel-to-toe walk, also known as the tandem stance walk. This is a classic and incredibly effective balance training exercise. Stand alongside your counter or wall for support. We are going to walk as if you are on a tightrope or a balance beam. Begin by placing the heel of your right foot directly on the floor, right in front of the toes of your left foot. Your feet should be in a straight line, one right after the other. Now transfer your weight forward and bring your left foot up, placing its heel directly in front of the toes of your right foot. Take about 10 slow, deliberate steps forward, keeping your eyes up and looking at a spot in front of you, not down at your feet. Use your hand on the support as much as you need to feel stable. After 10 steps forward, we will now walk backward in the same manner. This is more challenging. Place the toes of one foot directly behind the heel of the other. Take 10 slow, controlled steps backward. Let's talk about why this simple walk is so powerful. By placing your feet one in front of the other, you have dramatically narrowed your base of support. A wide stance is stable. A narrow stance is challenging. This challenge forces your brain to stop relying so much on your wide feet to keep you stable, and instead forces it to pay much closer attention to the more subtle signals coming from your inner ear, your vestibular system, and the proprioceptive feedback from your ankles. You are forcing the 3 legs of the stool to recalibrate and work together more effectively. You are training your brain to make finer, more precise muscular adjustments to keep you centered. Continue walking forward and backward for the full 2 minutes, moving slowly and with intention. Our next exercise, for 3 minutes, is arguably the single most important exercise for fall prevention. The single leg stand. This is the ultimate workout for waking up those intelligent feet. We will approach this with several levels of progression, and I want you to start at the level that feels right for you. Stand facing your sturdy chair or countertop. For level 1, place both hands lightly on your support. Shift your weight onto your right leg, and slowly lift your left foot just an inch or 2 off the floor. Keep a slight bend in your standing knee. Don't lock it out. Now, simply hold this position. Try to hold it for 10 seconds. Your goal is to feel the tiny muscles in your right foot and ankle constantly working, making millions of tiny adjustments. It might feel shaky, and that's a good thing. That is your nervous system learning. After 10 seconds, lower your foot and switch to the left leg. If that felt manageable, you are ready to try level 2. This time, hold on to your support with only one hand. Lift your right foot and try to hold for 20 to 30 seconds. Focus your gaze on a non-moving spot on the wall in front of you. This is called a focal point, and it will dramatically help your stability. Breathe steadily. Don't hold your breath. After your time is up, switch to the other leg. For level 3, you will hold on with just 1 or 2 fingertips. This provides a psychological sense of safety, but forces your body to do most of the work. And finally, for level 4, you can try to let go completely, but keep your hand hovering just an inch above the support so you can instantly grab it if you feel unsteady. Spend the next 3 minutes working on this exercise, alternating legs. You will likely find that one side is more stable than the other. That is perfectly normal. Our goal over time is to make them more equal. The single leg stand is so effective because it isolates and strengthens all the small stabilizer muscles in your feet, ankles, and hips. It also dramatically improves the speed and accuracy of that proprioceptive feedback loop. The more you practice, the faster your brain will be able to react to a real-life stumble, firing the right muscles to catch you before you fall. Now for our third exercise, we will practice the sit-to-stand for 2 minutes. This is a fundamental movement that builds raw strength in the muscles that are most critical for your stability. You will need a sturdy, non-rolling chair for this, preferably one that is not too low. Sit on the front half of the chair, with your feet flat on the floor, about shoulder width apart. Your feet should be positioned slightly behind your knees. Now, cross your arms over your chest. This is important because it prevents you from using your hands to push off. Lean forward slightly, engaging your core muscles, and in one smooth, controlled motion, push through your heels to stand up to a fully upright and stable position. Now comes the equally important part, the descent. Slowly, and with maximum control, reverse the motion. Hinge at your hips and lower yourself back down until you are gently seated on the chair. Try not to just plop down at the end. The goal is to perform 8 to 10 repetitions in our 2-minute time frame. This exercise is about so much more than just leg strength. It strengthens your quadriceps, your hamstrings, and most importantly, your gluteal muscles. Your glutes are the powerhouse muscles of your lower body, and they are essential for stabilizing your pelvis and providing the power to catch yourself during a loss of balance. Furthermore, by performing the movement slowly and without the use of your hands, you are training your body to control its center of gravity as it moves from a lower to a higher position, a common situation where balance can be lost. If you find it too difficult to stand without using your hands at first, it's perfectly fine to use them for a gentle push-off. Your goal over time will be to rely on them less and less. For our final 2 minutes, we will perform a dynamic balance exercise called the clock reach. This challenges your stability while you are in motion, which closely mimics real-life situations like reaching for an item on a shelf. Stand on your right leg, holding on to your support with your left hand. Again, keep a slight bend in your standing knee. Now imagine you are standing in the center of a large clock face on the floor. With your free right hand, I want you to slowly reach forward as if you are trying to touch the number 12 on the clock. Reach as far as is comfortable without losing your balance, and then return to the start position. Now reach your right hand out to the side, as if touching the number 3 on the clock. Return to the start. Finally, carefully reach your right hand slightly behind you, towards the number 6 on the clock. This one is tricky, so move slowly. That completes one set. Now switch legs. Stand on your left leg, holding on with your right hand. You will reach with your left hand for 12 o'clock, then 9 o'clock, and finally, 6 o'clock. The clock reach is a fantastic exercise because it forces your standing leg and your core to work incredibly hard to keep you stable while your center of gravity is actively shifting. Your body has to constantly readjust to counteract the movement of your arm. This is exactly what happens in daily life when you reach, bend, or turn. By practicing this in a safe and controlled way, you are preparing your body for the unpredictable movements of the real world. Continue alternating legs for the remainder of our time. Remember to keep the movements slow, smooth, and controlled. This completes our 10-minute routine. Take a moment to stand tall, take a deep breath, and notice how you feel. You may feel more grounded, more connected to your feet, and more aware of your own stability. This 10-minute routine, performed daily, is the cornerstone of your new balance building program. But to create an even more resilient foundation, we can add a few simple strengthening exercises that can be done at other times in your day. Remember, balance is a partnership between your nervous system, which we trained in the routine, and your muscular system. If your nerves send the right signal, you need to have strong enough muscles to execute the command. Let's talk about your ankles. Strong, responsive ankles are your first line of defense. A simple and powerful exercise is the calf raise. Stand behind your chair or counter, holding on for support. Slowly rise up onto the balls of your feet, lifting your heels as high as you can. Hold for a moment at the top, feeling the contraction in your calf muscles, and then slowly lower your heels back to the floor. Aim for 10 to 15 repetitions. To work the opposing muscles on the front of your shins, you can do toe raises. Standing in the same position, simply lift your toes and the balls of your feet off the floor, keeping your heels down. You will feel the muscles on the front of your lower legs working. Do 10 to 15 repetitions. Strong muscles all around the ankle joint create a stable, supportive base. Next, we must address your core. Your core is not just your stomach muscles. It's a 360-degree corset of muscles that wraps around your entire midsection, including your abdominals, your obliques, and your lower back. A strong, stable core is like the solid trunk of a tree. If the trunk is strong, the branches can move without toppling the tree. A simple way to engage your core is to practice the abdominal brace. You can do this seated or standing. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, gently pull your navel in towards your spine, as if you are zipping up a tight pair of pants. You should feel the muscles all around your middle tighten. Hold this gentle contraction for 10 seconds while continuing to breathe normally. Relax and repeat 5 times. You can do this exercise anytime, anywhere. Finally, let's weave balance practice into the fabric of your daily life. The more you challenge your balance in small, safe ways, the better it will become. When you are brushing your teeth, instead of standing with your feet apart, try standing in that heel-to-toe tandem stance, holding on to the sink for support. When you are waiting for the kettle to boil or for your food to warm up in the microwave, use that time to practice your single-leg stand. These little balance snacks add up, keeping your proprioceptive system awake and engaged throughout the day. Now that we have worked on strengthening your body from the inside, we must address the environment on the outside. Creating a safe home is not about being fearful. It is about being intelligent and proactive. It's about removing the simple obstacles that can trip up even a person with good balance. I want you to take a mental walk through your home right now, conducting a fall audit. Let's start with the floors. Look down. Are there any throw rugs? These are one of the biggest culprits in trips and falls. If you love them, they must be secured with double-sided rug tape, so their edges cannot curl up. Are there electrical cords running across walkways? Is there clutter, like stacks of books or shoes, that you have to navigate around? Clear these pathways. A clear path is a safe path. Next, consider your lighting. Many falls happen at night on the way to the bathroom. Is the path from your bed to the bathroom well lit? Inexpensive, motion-activated or plug-in night lights are an essential investment for your hallways, bedroom, and bathroom. During the day, make sure you have bright, even lighting in all rooms, and that light switches are easily accessible. The bathroom is a high-risk zone due to wet surfaces. A non-slip mat or adhesive strips in your tub or shower are non-negotiable. And please, never use a towel rack or a soap dish to pull yourself up. They are not designed to hold your weight. Properly installed grab bars near the toilet and in the shower provide a secure point of contact. Finally, think about your own feet. What do you wear on them inside the house? Walking around in socks or loose, backless slippers is a recipe for a slip. Choose well-fitting slippers with a non-skid sole. Or better yet, wear supportive, comfortable shoes like sneakers, even when you are indoors. Good footwear provides your brain with better feedback from your feet and a more stable base of support. We have covered a tremendous amount of ground today. We've learned that balance is a trainable skill, a symphony conducted by your eyes, your inner ear, and the intelligent sensors in your body. We have practiced a simple, powerful 10-minute routine designed to reawaken these systems and strengthen the muscles that keep you steady. We have explored ways to build a stronger foundation in your ankles and core. And we have discussed the crucial importance of creating a safe and clutter-free home. The most important takeaway from all of this is that you are in the driver's seat. You have the power to change your future, to replace the fear of falling with a feeling of confidence and control. The key to success is not about pushing yourself to the limit one day a week. It is about the quiet, consistent power of a daily habit. This 10-minute routine, practiced every day, will have a compounding effect. Each day, the connection between your feet and your brain will get a little clearer, a little faster. Each day, your stabilizer muscles will get a little stronger. And each day, your confidence will grow. Imagine yourself in a few months, walking with a new sense of ease and freedom. Imagine navigating a busy sidewalk, stepping off a curb, or reaching for something on a high shelf without that familiar jolt of anxiety. This is not a fantasy. It is the real, tangible result of the work you are about to begin. Your journey to better balance starts with a single step. It starts with the decision to dedicate just 10 minutes each day to your own well-being. You have the knowledge, you have the tools, and you have the power to do this. Stand tall, take a deep breath, and let's begin.